Today we're making the stereotypical video where we tell you guys how much we made our first year making YouTube videos. Spoiler alert, it's not what you expect.
So, the first full year monetized on YouTube 2024, we made a grand total, long form and short form, $1,064.17. We'll add the receipts, we'll show the graphics and everything.
And that's just from 1,269,125 views. Now that may sound like a big number, but in the whole grand scheme of YouTube, that's not a ton of views.
Our number one hit, 164,000 views, was a short that we posted actually in September of 2024. This is just the biggest hit, and money-wise, but views-wise especially, was a 21-second short that had a 90% view percentage, and I did not think that one was going to pop off. It
was no different than any other short we have posted throughout the whole entire year. I don't know what made it pop. It's just the YouTube algorithm just picked it up and shot it to the moon. It was the video, we'll kind of overlay it on the screen as we're talking, but it was a video of me showing my Ruger PC Carbine and how I like it. And it's not a popular gun, but I like it a pretty good bit. And for some reason it took off. It like you said, it got us 164,000 views and it made us $42.66. So the whole thing about YouTube that we kind of like is, you know, you put the work in, you make the video, you post it, and then it can earn revenue forever if it gets views, theoretically.
Yeah, and that's one thing we've done really well with on this channel is searchable content. We have evergreen content that slowly continues to get stuff. But let's go down that some more. So shorts is a big topic right now, and whether you should do shorts or not do shorts. To give you an idea, our top 5 shorts for 2024, there's a big drop from that first one. So as he said, that first one brought us in $42.66 off of 164,000 views. All right, so our second one, monetary wise, $5.31. Third was $4.47. Fourth place, $4.33. Then fifth place, $4.10. So as you can see, the shorts make less for us. Most of our views come from, or most of the money comes from long forms for us, but I think shorts is still like a valuable way for easy money. You know, as far as, like you said, we put little effort into our shorts.
Yeah, and number one for us was $42. Number two was $5.31. But number one view-wise was at like 164,000 views. And number two, that video that made $5.31 has like 35,000 some odd views. So if you get high views on all of your shorts, you're going to make a decent amount of money for shorts. Going back to our short that made $42.66, I think we made something like 23 cents per 1,000 views. So for every 1,000 people that watch the video, we got 23 cents, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add it, when you multiply it times 164, which 164,000 views, that's when it starts to add up and you actually get a decent amount of money off of that video.
I was surprised, because shorts hasn't been something we've put a lot of effort into. We'll just take clips from our long forms and post them as shorts, but we've done okay on it.
It doesn't hurt you is kind of our philosophy.
Yeah, and our biggest sub day, biggest sub day was from a short. It was when that day when that popped off.
Something like 300 plus subscribers from that one short.
Yeah, and just to give you an idea, so our total shorts money for 2024, granted with that one being $42, so our total was $142.54. And now obviously when you compare it to the grand total of 1,064, that doesn't sound like a lot, but when I say we put minimal effort into the shorts, it's been almost zero. We literally clip stuff from our long forms, or every now and then we'll film like a dedicated short, but it's the same type of content. You know, we haven't dialed it in for the shorts algorithm. And I would say, as much as short form is being pushed right now, I feel like there's like an obligation to post something of a short, you know. It gets eyes quickly, you know. It kind of gets, if it gets sucked up into the feed, you know, if you're posting videos or shorts right now, you'll notice some just take off, some are dead. It's kind of like a lottery with the shorts. Of course, there's strategies, but So to give you an idea for subscriber count, right now we're a little over 5,000 subs. So we started 2024, and this is for all you small channels that are grinding out there. We started 2024 with 1,736.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yep, and so, you know, we don't have any kind of virality growth. We're not popping off huge. We ended 2024 with 4,741.
So 3,000 exactly, almost.
Yeah, so around 3,000 subscribers over the course of 2024. We made a little over $1,000. That's not too bad.
Yeah, and to put it in context, the beginning of 2024, we were not very consistent with our videos. We tried to post one a week minimum, and we rarely hit that at the beginning of the year.
Well, I was moving. I think we took like 2 months off for a little bit, or like some nice videos, you know?
Yeah, you moved like 4 states across, so a long distance move, and we just weren't as consistent. But the second half of the year is when we started our consistent uploads, and there for a while we were doing 2 a week for several weeks, and we have noticed the channel steadily increasing, growing, getting bigger, more views, more money each month. And
yeah, and I will say, you know, you've heard all the gurus say it is just post, post, post. I think in a world of striving for at least C quality videos, quantity is better than quality. I think you've got to put more hooks in the water. You got to get eyes on your videos, on your channel. So just post, post, post. But to go back to, so the watch page ads, which was our biggest revenue source for our long forms, generally $858.26, which accounted for about 80% of our revenue. And then YouTube Premium was around $63.37. Most of that comes from long forms, but there are some shorts. So yeah, $905.53 from our long form content in 2024.
Yeah, that's not terrible. And when we say we had 1.3 million views total for the year, would you say probably 70% of those are shorts views and 30%, or is it?
Probably. Here, I think I may have no, I don't have that separated here. Yeah, probably around 70%.
65, 35?
Yeah, 65, 35. With most of that, you know, kind of as we mentioned, one of our shorts got the 164,000. And then just to give you an idea, the top 4 view count content are all shorts, our top 4. And the views are the 164, 60,000, 30,000, and 29,000.
Yeah.
And those were all shorts.
So to be honest with you, this is not our first YouTube channel, the one you're watching right now. We actually, in the spring of 2023, had the idea that we were going to make like a farm vlog style YouTube channel. And we did. We started posting videos of like my goats and Martin's chickens and all kind of just like general farming stuff. And we got that channel to 1,000 subs fairly quickly. We got our watch hours fairly quickly. Yeah,
we had one of our earliest videos. It was 10 tips to know before getting goats, and it actually popped off pretty well.
Yeah.
Not astronomical, but it got us our watch hours, got us our subscribers. And yeah, so technically this is our second monetized YouTube channel, but we kind of hadn't posted on the other one in a long time, and we've kind of shifted our focus to the Southern Draw, this one here.
Yeah, so as we were making those videos for the first channel, we realized like we don't have a ton of content to make, but my biggest hobby has always been firearms shooting. I love to shoot. I shoot every weekend, so I was like, hey, why don't we just switch and make content on stuff that's, you know, easily creatable. I'm already shooting every weekend. Let's show them what I'm doing, the gear I'm buying, and all this kind of stuff. And that's where this channel was kind of born. So we've talked a lot about shorts. Let's get into some of our long form content. And just as a general rule, on your average short video, you'll make about 20 to 24 cents per 1,000 views. But our average long form is $4.19 per 1,000 views. So you can see it's way more for the long forms compared to the shorts.
Yeah, and if you're posting, you're trying to grow a channel right now, that's the RPM and the CPM. You know, the CPM is what sort of YouTube's monetary value on the ads is, and then the RPM is what you're getting. And the $4.19, as you mentioned, man, it's a spectrum from video to video.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen 12, we've seen like
2, 1, 175.
Weird stuff like that.
And that really goes off of what the video is. So we kind of talk about this amongst ourselves, is like the video we make, if it's very specific, if it's, you know, like we're talking about a very specific gun that not a lot of people have or whatnot, like you're not going to get a ton of advertisers that want to like jump on this video.
Yeah.
But if we make like a more generic, like your top 5 pistols to buy in 2025, like a ton of, like Burger King can advertise on that because it's going to get a lot of people watching it. Maybe some people that are not into guns.
Yeah.
Some people that are, you know, just came by and like, oh, let me see what this is all about.
Sure,
you know,
just something more openly intriguing. Let's take a look at our top 5 videos for 2024 on a total amount. So number 1 is coming in at $118.88, and then 117, 94, 71, and 67. So those are 5 videos. I think we posted probably around, what, 50 videos maybe?
Yeah.
In 2024?
Yeah. Probably more like 40 to 45 because we
yeah.
posted several the end of 2023.
Yeah.
So I think we have about 50 videos total.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we're about
we started what, summer of 2023, fall. Fall of 2023. We started. We were monetized quickly. Yeah, we were monetized in December. Yeah. I think it was.
Yep.
So yeah. So fall, probably September, maybe. Mm-hmm. September to December. So it took us, what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, and I remember vividly we got our first YouTube payment, and it was like $160 or $70, and that's because the very end of 2023 we had a video really pop, which is our number 2 spot at $117. So some of that revenue was actually in 2023. So that our second place video is probably actually our first place video total revenue of all time.
Sure, yeah. And that's just the top 5. Mm-hmm. One thing that kind of blew me away was sort of the evergreen essence of some of our videos.
Absolutely.
Literally all of the videos that we posted in 2023 is still making money, still getting views.
Like at a good clip.
Yeah. At least, and what we're saying good views wise, to give you an idea where we're at. So we've got around 5,000 subscribers. I think it's like 5,200 at the time we made this video. Our last 48, and if you're posting videos, I know you're stalking the studio, you're refreshing that last 48 and last 60 all the time. So our last 48 is sitting around 2,800 views for long form on the last 48. So,
that's 2 days worth of views. Our long form videos total 2,800 total views over 48 hours.
So 1,400 views a day, give or take. And our rolling 28-day average for monthly revenue, or how YouTube does it, you've seen it, the last 28 is how they'll do it. Our rolling monthly is about $160 now.
About 170.
Yeah, getting close to 170. And it has been a steady increase the entire time. Since we got monetized, each video, each short you post adds to that snowball, and you're just making more and more money.
And it's important to note our last 48 of our current 2,800 does not include any new videos that are getting a lot of views. So, you know, typically when you post a YouTube video, the first week or two, it'll really pop off and you'll get most of your views, and then it'll kind of settle down, and then it'll kind of just increase steadily over time. But right now we have no new videos trending. So all 2,800 of our views are past videos.
Recurring views.
Videos that we posted in the past, and the people are still clicking on them.
Yeah, a lot of times, like you said, we'll post a video, it'll get sent out to the algorithm, and there'll be a sharp spike, 200 to 1,000 views right off the rip.
Yeah.
And then it kind of plateaus. Then it'll find a second wind and go up. That's kind of how ours operates.
And we've actually had a video that we posted, and it did virtually nothing for about 3 to 4 months, and then it started a sharp increase in views, and now it's sitting at like 3,400. And the video I'm referring to is our best backup iron sights for your pistols with red dots, and we thought that video was dead, in the ground, buried.
I almost wanted to take that video down.
Yeah.
Like it did nothing for so long.
Yeah.
Let's get into some day specific stats here to give you an idea. Like I said, we started the year 1,700 subs. We're sitting at 5,000 now. So I know when we were trying to get monetized, I was scouring for videos like just similar statistics. is there anyone experiencing the numbers I'm experiencing right now? And I think that's what I want to do here. So to give you an idea, our biggest peak in 2024, money-wise, was $23.81, and that come from a video that was sort of an experiment, I'd say.
Yeah, it was our get home bag video. We kind of took a twist on the bug out bag video and made a get home bag video, and it was received very well. And it is still very popular. But it just shot up like a rocket, and like you said, we made $23.81 off of one day. Usually, recently, we make anywhere from $6 to $7 a day, just with our residual views. With nothing new that's trending or anything like that, we get $6 to $7. So a $23 day is definitely about 3 times what we're used to.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like you said, we hadn't seen many of those. We do got a few spikes, some $15, $16. We got about 5 or 6 of those days. But like you said, pretty consistent. Because I think because we have so much searchable content, we got a consistent $5, $6, $7, $8. And to give you an idea, for our biggest sub day was 90 subs in one day, and that was that short that popped off at 164,000 views total. That day it brought in 48,243 views, got us $13.14. That's what blew my mind. $13 off of a 20-second short.
Yeah.
That was not edited. It was just you talking.
Like I said, it was no different than any of our other shorts. It just for some reason popped off like none other.
Yeah, and if I had to give some advice to someone trying out the shorts who's doing long form, don't be afraid of the shorts. I know in late 2023, early 2024, there was this big concern that if you did shorts, would it hurt your long form videos? And I would say it felt like it at first, because you would get an influx of subs that were short watchers. Okay, so your sub count would increase, but your long form views didn't necessarily have a sharp increase. So on the inside, it felt like it was hurting you, or you weren't getting the right subs. But I would say, so now the statistic, 17% of our viewers watch both longs and shorts, and that was at a little under 10% at the start of 2024.
Yeah, and I still sometimes I look at our subscriber count and think, man, we have 5,000 subscribers. A video we post should easily get 1,000 views or something, but you got to think, like, not everybody is interested in every video. And then the next week, you know, they may not even they may not even log on to YouTube. So it's just a up and down. But I agree that posting shorts, don't be afraid to do it, that it's going to hurt you in the long run. Just do it. Make content, get better, post more. I think, you know, we'll venture into like our YouTube, like how we started and what in a minute, but you only get better if you keep doing it. Like if you post one video a week, long form, and then that's it, like you have one opportunity a week, 52 a year to get better. But if you post more, like you're going to continue getting better at a faster rate.
Right. Yeah, and here I'm going to bore you with some more numbers. I want to sort of break down month to month type numbers to give you an idea. So likes and dislikes. I don't know if you look at them, you may not. I do sometimes. Some of them will stick out to me. We're sitting around 97, 98%.
I mean, that's pretty dang high.
You can't ask better than that. Some of our shorts does make people angry. Sometimes there'll be a short that's just
a little controversy never hurt anybody.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if YouTube's giving it to the wrong people, but that's okay. So advice real quick to small channels that are growing, don't worry about the likes. You know, that's probably something that YouTube uses for the algorithm to show and what not to show these certain individuals. That's not a hit on you. Don't worry about that. So impressions, to give you an idea of how many impressions. So we had the 1.3 million views, that's shorts and long, like you said, probably about 65% shorts. We had 4 million impressions.
Yeah.
That sounds like a humongous number to me.
That's a big number.
Like I said, likes around 97%. Subscribers that we mentioned earlier, we gained 3,000 subs. To give you an idea, monthly, we're bringing in around 200 to 300 subs per month.
Yeah.
And that's consistent, for most of the year, in that we didn't have nothing go viral. You know, we didn't come out of the woodworks and now we're a channel. This is a grind for sure.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
I do have something to add, but I thought you were keeping good. I thought you were still
I
going.
was going to keep going. I wasn't sure. If
I'm just over here gassing you up. Yeah, you're right.
I was trying to read you. No, it's okay. We'll cut that. Okay, we're back. We had to cut a little bit. We got confused. All right, so let's look at our biggest months, because I think that's important for views, because there's this idea that you make more money in the fall.
You do. It's not an idea. It
not
seems to be very true, and it makes sense too.
Yeah, it seems to be very true. To give you an idea, well, we were posting more, granted.
Yeah.
But our top 3 months as far as money is September, November, and December.
Yeah, and my theory is, you're coming into the holidays, Black Friday, Christmas, and all. People are companies are advertising more. They're paying more for their ads to be shown. So I think that just makes sense. And also, and I've heard this way back when I watched a lot of gaming YouTubers. The summer months, I mean, it makes sense. There's less people watching because you're having fun outside. The days are longer, more daylight. You're not inside as much. And, kids are, kids make up a good amount of YouTube viewers.
Oh, yeah.
So kids are, going back to school. They don't have time to get on YouTube. They're doing homework and all this kind of stuff. So it tends to, there'd be like a summer lull. And, it may just be something we're manufacturing that we think is really not there, but I think it's something to it.
There. I've seen a few as of late, some people posting videos, these how much money I made, how many views type videos, and they are mentioning it. I think it's the case. I think it's really the case, because I remember 2024, this whole the spring, summer lull, it kind of hit me. I was like, man, this is harder than what I thought. We got monetized quick.
Yeah.
And so in my head, like, I'm riding this high of like, this is easy. Like, I'm about to make it,
Quit
Mr.
your
Beast,
job.
Quit my job. Here we come. Buy a Lambo. Like, we made it, But the summer hit, man. That was like, to give you an idea, some of these summer months, view-wise, like 6% for June. 6% of our views, The money's terrible. $50 a month, $53 a month, $60 a month.
So with YouTube, you have to make $100 minimum every month for them to pay you every month. So if it's like you said, we made, what month is that? July, we made $53.29. So YouTube just keeps that in our, what's it, AdSense?
AdSense.
In our AdSense, I should know
account,
that. In your AdSense account, they just put $53 and it just sits there until you get added. So YouTube adds all of your earnings one time a month. So you get paid once a month. So $53 sat in there until we made $54 the next month. So then we had a total of like $112 or $107. And then they paid us. So every other month we would get paid during the summer. And that was only for about three times we didn't get paid. So that would be like a total of 6 months we got paid 3 times. But ever since then, we have easily hit our $100 threshold, and we're staying steady at like $170, $160. So,
and that was something I didn't know, actually. When we first started, when you first get monetized, they only pay out if you hit the $100 mark, and that's something I didn't know.
Your money's still there, you just don't get it until you have $100 worth total.
Right.
Yep.
So yeah, let's recap some of the stats, and then I think we'll go ahead and get into some what we learned, what we thought. We'll just make this one video. We were going to make another video, but we'll just make it one long running video. Hey, if you're still here, you're about to get some good info, go ahead and subscribe. All right, so $1,064 for 2024, 1.3 million views, 4 million impressions. Watch hours we kind of didn't touch on, 17,000 watch hours. That one's a tough one because that number counts shorts watch hours, but your partner program monetization stuff doesn't count watch hours for shorts. If you're going that route, doing the 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers, it doesn't count that, because we actually had some shorts that did really well, and we had a ton of watch hours from the shorts. Yeah,
and another thing, once your channel is monetized, you have to maintain over a 365-day period 3,000 watch hours. So you have to have videos constantly bringing in watch hours. But once you get to a certain point, like our channel, the Southern Draw that you're watching right now, we don't ever have to worry about our watch hours anymore because we have so many coming in each month that we'll have 3,000 a year easily.
Yeah,
like in 1 month.
Yeah, I think we're at like 10,000 easy.
Yeah.
On our last 365, because that's what he's saying. You got to maintain that threshold over the last 365 days. That's something I didn't know, because our first channel actually got demonetized
because we haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, and so because we were raking in
$20 a month.
$20 a month, it was just doing nothing. We wouldn't even look at it. So fun fact, you can get demonetized by not posting or not keeping up with those thresholds.
Yeah, and I would say the watch hour statistic, once you are comfortably past the 3,000, like if you average like 5, 6, 7, or in our case 10,000 watch hours per year, I never even look at that stat. I don't care about that stat, like how many hours a month. It's cool to know that 17,000 people, or 17,000 hours of people's time they watched us, which is like, why would you watch us? We don't know anything. Like, we're rookies.
Yeah,
you know?
It's funny that we stole that much time.
Yeah, I should be put in jail for that.
Okay, well, I think that would wrap up the statistics side. Is there anything you think you would want to know back in 2024, what you would tell someone who's growing a channel?
What I would want to know is just post more. Don't be afraid if it's not going to do anything, or if it's not, like if it's good, you know, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, just make content. It sounds cliche. Just get out there, film, edit. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. When we would film the first time, or when I would film by myself, I would be so like anxious to come out here, like set up a camera and start talking. I'd be, that sound like I was stuttering.
Yeah.
Because I'd be nervous. And now you turn the camera on and I won't shut up.
Yeah.
Like I'll keep going. You'll tell me to condense it. Like,
yeah.
I'm just spewing.
I have to cut a lot of stuff.
Like I'm just wasting oxygen over here.
Yeah.
Just keep
for the
keep
sake
going.
Of YouTube. Yeah, that's a great point, because there was a point in time to where we sort of hyper-focused on quality.
Yeah.
We come to the conclusion, based off the stats, based off of what we've seen on the guru sites and everything, was that you should post less often to make the better video.
And I don't believe in that.
And I based off our stats, I can categorically say that is false. Don't do that. Now, there should be a threshold, right?
Yeah.
There should, C and above, C+ and above grade videos. Don't post trash.
Yeah.
But you can make a C+ grade video and up just by being authentic. Don't go too crazy. Show a little bit of passion, show interest.
Yeah.
And that'll be fine.
Yeah, and like when we started, because we just kind of had the idea one day, hey, let's make some YouTube videos. Like people do it all the time. Why can't we do it? And so we started. We knew nothing about YouTube.
Zero.
I watched YouTube for years, but I posted like a clip here and there, like when I was a teenager and all, like everybody does on YouTube.
Yep.
But we knew nothing about like how to actually run a YouTube channel, how to make a video to keep engagement. We still don't, because some of our videos don't get any views. But
our engagement. We haven't listened to our stats fully.
We're still learning, and that would be, to back up, when we said, hey, let's start making YouTube videos, we looked and it said to be monetized, to make a single penny on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 4,000 hours of watch time. And we looked at it, or we were on the phone, we're like, how the heck are we going to get 1,000 people to subscribe to us, and who's going to watch our videos for 4,000 hours? Like when we posted our first video, YouTube, don't listen to this. Nobody's listening to this far in. I would like pull up my phone and play one in the background for like 30 minutes and get like half an hour of watch time.
Yeah.
But then we started making content and making videos that people were actually watching, and we'd get like 300 watch hours a month, like a week. Like we get like, it'd go up to 2,200 watch hours, and it was like 3,400 watch hours. And like, you don't have to rig it, and you don't have to pull up your phone and watch it. If you make something that people halfway enjoy, people will watch it. You'll get your watch hours. We started with like very few subscribers, obviously, and now we're at 5,200 and something. And I can't remember hitting 2,000. I can't remember hitting 3,000. I don't remember hitting 4,000. But here we are at 5,000. And this time next year, hopefully we're at 10, 15,000. So, you know.
Yeah, get the instant gratification out of your head.
Yeah.
There's so many of the YouTube homepages and the big streamers and the big viral stuff. That's what you kind of yearn for. Like you're going to go from a 9-to-5 job, and a month later you're going to be Mr. Beast. It's not going to happen. But at the same time, like you said, 1,000 subscribers when you have 5 seems insane. It seems like there's no way. How am I going to convince these people to hit the subscribe button?
Yeah.
That was one thing that I thought we were going to have to like create some way to convince the people, because I feel like I don't subscribe a lot. I feel like I consume a lot, but I don't subscribe a lot.
When I click subscribe, it's something I really want to watch.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, who would really want to watch us just talk about stuff that, you know, we like and all, but some 5,000 idiots did.
Yeah. And here we are. The 4,000 watch hours was crazy. I will say the watch hours I felt better about, because like we said, we had the YouTube channel before.
Yeah.
And it was about goats, and we got the watch hours.
Yeah.
You know, and so in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe this is possible, because we convinced a lot of people to consume a lot of hours with goats and fences.
Well, so like we said earlier, 30 minutes ago, we have 2 channels. The first one was daunting. The second one, I was so confident. And our confidence paid off. We got monetized like 2 months.
Yeah. I said 4 to 5 earlier, but it was we started in September. We were monetized in December, so it was October, November, December, 3,
and
4
our
months.
first channel, we started in like February or January, and we were monetized in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
So that's about 6 months.
It went quick as well. I think.
And we were not consistent. We posted like 10 videos to get monetized on the first channel. If we had posted 1 a week, it would have probably been a lot sooner.
Yeah,
So.
and that probably speaks to being in a niche that's...
The goat was not a good idea, because how many people watch goat stuff?
I would say to argue that, I would say to be in a niche that sort of makes you different.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like that, because a lot of times I look at myself and I go, I don't know what's different about me, what's interesting to me.
Yeah.
But you know, not everyone has goats.
Our southern drawl.
Our southern drawl, you know. Like, not everyone's supposed, for now, not everyone has guns, so we make video about guns. People find it interesting. It's a big crowd in general, but
it's long story long. Don't be discouraged when you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, because if you know anything about what you're making videos on and you're halfway confident, you can get somebody to watch and you can get somebody to subscribe.
Yeah, I would say the metric to strive for is find a consistency that you think you can do and follow that for 6 months.
Yeah, and don't burn yourself out the first week. Try to post 6 videos.
Oh yeah, we've gone through that.
Yeah, because it's a marathon. It's the most cliche statement. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You're going to be doing it for a while. And, you know, even the full-time YouTubers who do this as a living, they have to make videos in the future. Like, they have to keep making stuff. So don't burn out every idea you have. Like, don't rush. I mean, you want to get monetized quickly, but don't kill yourself trying to do it.
And I would say, if you look at, if you follow any big channels, look at how long they've been doing it.
Oh, yeah. That was
10, 13 years.
Yeah. So, like me, when I kind of came up with the idea, let's make a gun channel and start making videos there, because it's easier to make and more people interested than our first channel. And I always watch GunTube. I watch, you know, Administrative Results, Garand Thumb, and, you know, Dirty Civilian, the big channels, and some of them blew up pretty quickly. But if you look at like Mr. Guns and Gear, Nut and Fancy, like Brass Facts,
Iraq Veteran,
Hop, you know, like most of them, it's more of a slow, like it gets bigger, but it starts off kind of slow. Not many channels like blow up straight vertically.
And it's a snowball.
Yeah.
You know, there's 2 facets to that. Like we said, we have a lot of evergreen searchable content that's always getting views. It kind of surprised me that there's new people finding our 2023 video.
Yeah.
Right? And so the more you post, the more eyes are going to be, the more subscribers, that's snowballing. At the same time, I have this little conspiracy that YouTube, could be wrong, has a ceiling that it sort of, because not everyone can be viral, you know, sort of TikTok's algorithm is known for that, so you can be like a small channel and pop off pretty big. To me, it feels like YouTube like rides the brake a little bit on your channel. The more subs you get, the more watch time you get, it seems like the more impressions you get, is my thought on it.
It really, if it's not the case, it sure looks like it.
It feels like it, for sure. So here we're at 5,280 subs, I think I looked earlier.
Yep.
Still growing, gonna play the long game.
Yeah, it's a marathon. We made this video a little bit later, and to add this in there, like we live an hour and a half apart, so we're still not as optimal as we could be making YouTube videos. So, you know, everybody's situation is different, but just keep the grind. You know, I mainly film, he mainly edits, and that's kind of our duo, and it's worked pretty dang well.
Pretty good. And I would say we probably should, but we haven't gone super deep into the analytics.
Yeah.
We've made what we find interesting. We've made what's easy.
Yeah.
We've made kind of what might be trending sometimes, but we haven't dove deep into here's a retention spike. What did we do? What did we say? We're kind of still just making stuff we find interesting, you know, and it's working.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's kind of what you have to do.
I think so, because like you said, you'll get burnt out. And another thing, look at the Studio app for fun, get dopamine hits from it,
Yeah.
but don't obsess about it.
Yeah.
You know, like hit it in an exciting way, but don't obsess about it, because I can guarantee you, you're not going to find a hidden Easter egg that's going to show you the way and you're going to be viral in the next video.
Yeah.
Be careful on the 1 of 10 stuff, 2 of 10, 10 of 10. That's kind of squirrely because it just depends on what seed audience they sent you to, the year, what time, you know. Don't focus on that either. So just post stuff that you enjoy, post things that you're going to be consistent with, and come back in 6 months and comment on the video. You're not going to make it big in a month, you know?
Yeah, and don't give up hope on a video that didn't do anything off the rip, because it could pop off later, because we had that happen and I would have never believed it.
Yeah, no, that surprised me. So post it, forget about it.
Yeah, and at the same time, like in my mind, I have like some really good video ideas that in my mind I'm kind of like saving to make when we get bigger. But it's like, you know, just make what you like, make what you want to make, and, you know, because we're having fun out here filming and, you know, hanging out and all. But if it was monotonous and boring and we had to do it, the videos would probably not be good at all, and it would show on the camera. So just whatever ideas you have, whatever your niche, your topics, whatever, just make videos about it and keep posting them. That's all you can do. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a wrap. If you're still here, I don't know how long we've been going.
If you're still here,
subscribe.
You deserve...
subscribe, please subscribe. If you made it this far.
Just send us your Venmo, because we've taken so much of your time right now.
Yeah, we'll cut our profit.
We'll send you $5.
Alrighty. Well, that's good. Hey, we'll see you in the next video. It's usually his line.
Yeah.
Cut.
How long is that, does it say?
That one was 30 minutes.
No way.
28.
Are you freaking serious? Where does it say that?